Hello and welcome to yet another dimension. I am Jeremy and this is
Lucid Espresso.
And we just watched episode 6 of Trigun Stampede.
Once upon a time in Hopeland.
More like Copeland up in this boy because people are coping in this episode.
It was a good episode.
It was a great one.
Yeah, you know what I was surprised about this episode?
What?
The 2D animation that they added.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I can't wait till we talk about that. That was really cool. I like that a lot. I didn't expect that. It was like let's just take a break from the CGI and there was like some 2D, like it was a flashback, but it was like a colorful flashback that was like 2D drawing. It was really good. I want
to have that its own section in this episode.
I like the art style. I was wondering if the original artist for Trigun did that.
I gotta look it up. I'll look it up and see.
Yeah, because like that, I like the art style of that, especially like with the shading that they did with the like the hatches, like the X.
Yes,
that was pretty cool.
It was great. I was not expecting that, and this episode is about Nicholas D. Wolfwood and his origins,
like his traumas too.
Yeah, and I like how it explores his character more in depth, and you've learned that he has a brother in the orphanage, and he comes back to the present. Yeah, trying to kill Vash. So you have like the intertwining of the past meeting the present.
I think like even though D. Wolfwood worked for Knives, I think Knives understood that Wolfwood himself, right, has some ulterior motive because that's the reason why like some of his like teammates are working against him, right? Like your goal is to like get rid of Vash, right? Yeah, but why haven't you done that yet, right?
He knows that because he's still human at heart.
Yeah, yeah, very much so.
Come on, she wants to be a star too, but not today.
Not today, Akali.
You get your own YouTube video
one
eventually.
Day. Yeah,
but yeah, he's very conflicted. So obviously, okay. So in the beginning of the episode, they're going to the steam. What's it called again? Not steamroller, but
sand steamer.
Sand steamer. I keep on forgetting the word sand steamer.
I almost called it something else.
Yeah, sand steamer. So it's like a giant like train like structure, but just rolling on the sand, which is really cool. So they're going like Meryl, Robert, and them are going there, but Roberto says no. This is where we get off.
Yeah, we're done traveling with him because just chaos follows.
So there's no point of them to follow him, but Meryl, for some reason, she wants to keep on following Vash.
She's falling from him.
Yeah, falling from it in more ways than one.
It's his retarded charm.
Yeah, retarded. Yeah, because I mean, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Like she's starting to understand that like there's nothing wrong with him. He's just misunderstood. He's doing his best to help the people that he come across, but because of who he is, there's always people after him. Yeah. And people are getting caught. My bad. I can't talk right now. People are getting caught in the crossfire. And that's the reason why he's known as a human typhoon.
So, like, Roberto is kind of like, I don't really trust this guy. Like, he hasn't, like, they show the picture of him with
Rolo.
He hasn't aged in 20 years.
Looks the same. And I brought that up last episode. And that's because we all know that Vash and Knives are plants. But now my question is like, you think when they do the experiments on like the orphans, right, and turn them into like those like monsters or whatever, what is the vials that they're drinking, right? You think that might be like maybe Knives' blood?
It could be,
or
it could be some substance that the doctor, because like Knives sends him to the doctor.
His piss.
It could be.
That'd be gross.
That's gross. Yeah, I know. R. Kelly was in this.
But because we know that, like I said, Vash and Knives, they're essentially plants, right? And that's the reason why they age so slow. But when those who are affected by the experiment, they age faster, right? But if you look at Wolfwood, he kind of stuck in that age of like 26, 30.
Yeah, he's still a kid.
But he's still a kid. Yeah. And he's but you look at it, they're the same age as Vash and Knives. So that's why I think like maybe, you know, the vials that they're drinking is like the blood, right? So they're aging to the age of Knives and Vash, and I feel like that's the reason why they stay like close to that age for a while. Like I don't see Wolfwood or anyone else aging, but again, like we don't know because like usually anyone who comes across Vash or Knives, they end up dying. So we don't get to see that aftermath, but we see the doctor's assistant, that girl that with the giant robot. She's still young, but has she been experimented on or not?
Are they all human? Like I don't think they're all human.
That's my question there. Yeah. That's very weird because like we see people at different ages, right? But we know that the brothers at the beginning, the doctor and his son, I forgot their name.
What, Nebraska?
The Nebraska
family?
brother, Nebraska family. They have nothing. They have no tie in with Knives. Right?
No, they're just like criminals.
Yeah, they're just criminals, right?
They're just going after bounty.
Yeah, but everyone who works
Knives are going after Vash.
But everyone who works with Knives has like been around for a while, and they have this like distinct age. It looks like they also don't age, but they are for some reason. Every time we get a flashback, they're younger. They were younger when they were experimented on, and they were chosen, right? And then from compared to the last episode, it seems like every year they choose someone. Right, it's like it's your time for the
because they don't have a lot of time.
Yeah,
they die fast.
And that's the thing. We thought that
in terms of like Wolfwood.
Yeah, we thought that they were being sacrificed, right? But secretly they're being experimented on to be a soldier of Knives. I don't know.
I thought the whole backstory is more development early on in this series that I enjoy. But from the beginning, like Meryl wants to go with them, but she doesn't. They don't, and they get on the sand steamer, and Vash and Wolfwood are talking, and like Vash is like, "What? Why are you? What's your end goal, man? Why are you following me? Because there's no reason why he's following him."
Yeah, there's no reason. I mean, we all know we know that he works for Knives, right?
But he doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that, but his goals is to kill him. But
like, what are you doing, bro?
What's taking you so long, and that's the reason why I feel like. You're the closest to Vash right now. You helped him. Like there's been multiple times where he had the opportunity to kill him, but he hasn't.
Yeah, because he's saying like, oh, you put your in the 2 episodes before when they're in the Warren. He's like, oh, you dropped your guard again, huh? And that Vash doesn't believe it. And you could tell like he is a human. He's not just a killer. He's not the Undertaker or the Punisher. Like in the beginning they try to show him as like an evil guy, like he kills one of the workers for Knives, but he's brought back to life by the valve. So he's seen as that, but he's really the Vash sees the good in him, and I think Wolfwood, he appreciates that he sees the good in Vash, and it reminds him of his brother probably. And let's talk about his brother real quick, because as soon as they get on the sand steamer, a guy with smaller kind of cross guns, like mini guns of cross guns, similar to Wolfwood, starts shooting at Vash.
Yeah, they're like
admittedly, it's Livio, I guess.
Livio's his name. Yeah,
his brother, Wolfwood's younger brother at the orphanage.
Yeah, so I mean they're not blood related, but
that's his brother,
it's a brother between Bond, Naruto and Sasuke. But I did like his weapons; that was pretty cool. They're like submachine guns.
I could see him, I could see Wolfwood having that too, like as an alternative.
Yeah,
that'd be fucking sweet. Where
like we talked about it, like his weapons is not the same from the original Trigun.
No, it's different.
Yeah, because he was able to pull out pistols out of those. And
I like that. Though. That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. But he didn't have a laser. He had a rocket launcher. Also. He had that cross carried other weapons. I'm pretty sure he also had an assault rifle connected to it, and 2 pistols, a rocket launcher. It was a lot.
Yeah.
And then he had a bunch of ammunition stashed into it. I don't get me wrong. I like the new weapon a lot because I think it's really cool, and especially the things that he can do. It's very versatile, but it does add character to him when he had the old one, because it's he was good with no matter what type of arms that he used, right? And it showed this strength because oh damn, you're carrying what appears to be a very heavy cross made of metal all the time, just nonchalant, and he just swings it around. And this one, it's the same, but it doesn't have ammunition or anything, but it does a lot, and I'm like, this does add a lot of uniqueness to his character, but the old one added that unique character to him, like a trait.
Use any gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I liked how like he pull it out and then he brings them out like one by one. That is sweet. But like that's still like one of the best weapons. Like, and it's a cross. It's like it's so weird that he's using a cross gun to kill people. It's like doesn't make sense. But
he sends him to God.
God is a vengeful motherfucker. He so what I gotta say, the fight scenes, I like them a lot.
Okay, so it was very short lived, but I had to rewind it because like you don't get to see a lot of hand to hand combat, right? Mm-hmm. But because like everyone in the series have guns, right? It's like
mostly just shooting. Yeah,
I think like we don't. In the original series, I think the only time we got to see hand to hand combat was when Knives versus his brother, or when Vash versus Knives in the original.
It's in the original series, it's not a lot of like in-depth fights. So that's the advantage of like the CG.
It was episodic.
Good.
Yeah, it was episodic and comedy, like with some bit of seriousness. This one's
even
like
when they fight, it wasn't a lot of like shown. It's like more like just the steals and stuff. Like
this episode, I just
slow pan and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like not lie to you, but like this episode was like I didn't see any comedy moments in this episode. It was like pretty serious.
Oh yeah, this was a good episode. Yeah, this was a great episode. It wasn't. Yeah.
And I know like how much you want the comedy and stuff back, but like
I'll tell you why it's okay for this episode. Go ahead. In a second.
Yeah, okay. Damn, you threw off my track. You threw me off track. Yeah. Like, I know you like the comedy parts of like the original, but I honestly like it when it's serious.
All the time?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, only because like
I don't, but
there's so much on the line here, right? Like I can understand because like it was easy to be like kind of like lighthearted and funny because like you didn't see the main bad guy. We never seen Knives until like what episode 20?
Well, we didn't see him until like episode like 16,
16.
But he doesn't really make an appearance until like the very end.
Exactly. But
you showed him henchman.
You showed him in literally episode 3.
Look, I gave that episode a 10. I said that was great.
Yeah. But now it's like after there's like you're like you know that Knives is around now. You know who's the real problem is, and it's just like it's hard to be lighthearted, especially after like a lot of people that was close to him died.
Okay, so like in a lot of animes, like Full Metal Alchemist, they joke all the time. I love that.
Yeah.
Even in serious moments, they joke. I love. That's what I love about anime. They do that. They be fucking up tones all the time. People say it's a bad thing. I like it.
Okay, so
look.
Hold on, I just want
for episodes like this. One more thing.
Okay.
For episodes like this, where this is like an important episode where you get introduced to the new Legato. We'll talk about in a second. And we get this backstory, and it wasn't really focused on Vash at all. Really, this is fine.
This is flushing out Wolfwood's character, right?
Yeah,
because now like we're getting his backstory. We're getting his personal like call to action, and then this is where I see him switching sides. Right, he starts roaming with Vash and stuff like that because Vash doesn't want to kill Livio, right? And as much as Wolfwood doesn't want them to kill each other, or like because he doesn't want to kill Vash right now, but that's his goal and that's what he's supposed to do. But he doesn't want Livio to die. But at some point, he realized that Vash doesn't want to kill him either. He's trying to restrain him.
Yeah.
So he's like,
you can't save everybody.
Yeah, right.
So
and that's exactly isn't that exactly what Wolfwood said to Vash at one point? You can't save everybody, right?
But he's trying to do it too.
Yeah, you're trying to do it too.
Yeah.
And wouldn't it be some shit, right? Because like we had Rolo get killed by Woodfoot, right? And that was someone that was close to Vash, like literally someone he grew up with, right? What if Vash killed Livio? Because like he's too far gone. It's like a role reversal, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if he
like that's what
if Vash would do it.
He wouldn't. But what I'm saying is like that's like symbolize something, right?
Yeah.
Because you told him that he couldn't save everyone, right? Then here you are trying to save Livio. You said Rolo was too far gone, so you killed him. And what if Vash he was too far gone also and then killed him, right? I think this is the reason why I say this is like a call to action to Woodfoot, because he doesn't realize that he's doing the same thing that Vash was trying to do for Rolo, that he's doing for Livio, which is kind of funny because you got Rolo, Livio, they got O's in their names. Right?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good person. All right. I like that. Okay. But
that's why I feel like Woodfoot might switch sides after this, because he realized.
I think he is.
Yeah,
he definitely, because he's been conflicted this whole time.
He's been hella conflicted.
Yeah, and I mean that Knives knows that.
Yeah,
and Legato is like there to mess up the situation. But let's talk about
Legato.
Oh well, before we thought we referenced it but the 2D part, when they go into his backstory, I was like, whoa.
I was surprised by that.
Believe it.
Yeah.
Did
they showed us
Orange, the Studio Orange have anything like that in Beastars 2D? Like that? A sequence like that? I don't think they did. I didn't know they could do that. I wish they would do it.
I'm like racking my brain right now trying to remember.
I don't think they did.
I know they did flashbacks, but I don't think they were 2D. But I think the only thing I think like some of the 2D stuff was like in the openings.
Mm-hmm.
But
never in the show.
Now you make me want to go back and watch it.
But I liked how they do that, because it kind of separates like the present, like because like in filmmaking, you like you do like a flashback, black and white, or like a kind of like a different effect to it.
No, mind you, here we have seen flashbacks, right? We've seen flashbacks of Rolo with Vash. We didn't get that as 2D, but for Woodfoot, we got it as TD, like 2D. And I think the reason why for that is because like
they also did something else though. We'll go ahead.
Yeah, I think the reason why they did that is because like we had Woodfoot's like model, like his like character, his CGI model, as a 2D animation style. So I was like, that's understandable.
It kind of like it symbolizes lost his childhood, because he's still a child.
I was actually just about to say. Yeah, I was just about to say that, because like, in a sense, Woodfoot's technically still a child. Mm-hmm. Like even as now, he's still a child.
That's tragic.
Like, yeah, and he had his brother. He was taken away from his brother, and like, when he was taken away, he was looking for his brother in the crowd, and didn't see him. That kind of sucks. Yeah. And that's the reason why he wanted to go back to the orphanage, because he wanted to be with his brother.
And then, well, one thing the other thing they did with the flashback when they were showing the 2D, it was no dialogue, no spoken dialogue. They did it how they do in like old school movies, like really old movies, before they even talked, where they show like boards where like it has like that dialogue on it. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, this is very not experimental,
like Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah. So like they're talking, and then you see like what they say in like text, the black screen. I really like that. I'd never seen something like that in anime.
I miss.
So I was really surprised by that.
I miss like old movies like that.
Oh yeah, I do. See, and also another thing I love is no dialogue sequences.
Have you ever watched Robert Downey Jr.'s Charlie Chaplin?
No, is that a newer one?
It's an old movie.
Like from the 90s, because I know he like at a time period.
That was like in 2000.
Yeah, there was a time period where I didn't even know he was a guy until 2008. Until
Charlie Chaplin?
No, Iron Man. Or until Robert Downey Jr.
I can let you borrow that movie. It's really fucking good.
I like Charlie Chaplin movies.
Yeah,
they're actually really funny.
Yeah, I love them all. Like,
he's a terrible human being, but
that's a story.
That's
for
most
day.
people.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, anybody,
anybody from there.
Especially when the fame gets to you, you kind of change your ways. You like lose yourself because of the money and the fame.
Back then, everybody was corrupt.
Yeah,
and also,
I mean still today,
I can separate the art from the person. So yeah, I don't know why I'm bringing that up.
Same. Like I don't want to be that way.
But that reminded you of that this sequence, and I this is like such a great. I hope people watch this, because I'm not really hearing anybody talk about this show.
No,
sadly,
yeah.
And I've seen like the rating on the My Anime list.
Now, mind you,
and it has pretty low score.
Yeah, but here's the sad thing about it: like the people who watch it are the ones who are huge fans of Trigun, right? And like usually it's two-sided, right? it's a 50-50 on their opinion on it. It's either A, I love it, or I don't like the CGI and stuff like that. But then it's like you give it a chance, they start to switch over to that side, and then their only issue is Vash doesn't look the same. I don't like the way he looked. But then those who are like big time cosplayers actually like the look, and what they're trying to do is
gonna see that a lot.
Yeah, I think. But I have a friend. I don't want to butcher their name, so I'm not gonna shout them out. Okay. But they're a cosplayer, and what they're doing is they're mixing the old and the new.
Oh, I can't. You gotta show me.
Yeah. They wanted to keep some of the ensembles from the original. So they're like, I want to do like Vash's jacket from the new one, but I want to keep his old glasses and hairstyle.
Speaking of glasses, I forgot the glasses.
I'm sorry. I don't even know.
I feel like something was missing.
Yeah, I don't even know where you put them at. Honestly.
Damn it.
Yeah, the last time we did I don't even know where you set them at.
I feel like something's missing. I don't feel like I'm in Vash mode right now.
No, you're not.
But, go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted.
But yeah, that's what they're doing. They're doing a new outfit, but they're keeping his hairstyle and glasses.
Damn, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, I'm fine with the look. So we talked about the 2D part, which is amazing. He tries to escape from the prison experimentation, but then he reaches out. That part when he's like being
and I was like, wait, there's only one. Yeah, there's only one person who has like telekinesis power.
Man, Legato, and I was like, it has to be him because at first I thought you thought it was Knives, but no.
I was like, no, I was like,
right hand man.
Yeah, I was like, it can't be Knives because Knives really use Knives.
The saxophone guy. Hopefully he comes. Remember him?
Yeah, he might show up. You never know.
I can't. But I was so excited because he's fucking evil.
Yeah, I was like, Diablo himself showed up.
So he like completely stops him, like breaking his bones. It was gruesome.
I forgot who killed Wolfwood in the original.
The saxophone guy.
The saxophone guy? Yeah, he has to come back.
See, yeah.
He has to come back.
I want to talk about it. Yeah. But Legato. I was scared that they might not have him in. I was like,
no, he played a big role in the other series.
And hopefully it plays out similar, but we'll talk.
This is very different because like when he sent them out to meet Vash, like that whole scene in the square next to the fountain, that was like intense, right?
Yeah, it was. So that is when like Vash, how he is like now in the series, like he was serious, like because that is like the biggest threat where he knows Knives is coming.
You can not kill, but you can feel the kill intent.
Yeah, like he could have killed everybody in the town.
In
the original series.
Yeah, and he could have.
Yeah.
That's how strong he was.
But I think this was a good introduction to him too.
As well. Yeah. But see, the thing is like they didn't introduce him how they did in the original where he just shows up and already met Vash.
He's more like nonchalant in the original. This one, he's more like maniacal, like evil.
Yeah, he
has a huge hatred for humans.
Yeah, and he's like
emotions.
He has these like metaphor or like proverbs that he keeps saying. And like what's cool is like he's sitting there reading like what looks like a Bible.
Yeah.
As they're driving on the way to the sand steamer, and like you can just tell like he has his own form of religion that he follows.
Form of where no humans are allowed because his main thing is he doesn't get how the reason for like love or attachment, no emotions, and that's like more like I guess a stoic where like he doesn't. Emotion doesn't sway your opinion, but I think you need a balance of emotion and like rationality,
and that's his downfall in the fight with Vash because of that. So, but that's the thing. Like, this shows that he idolized Knives a lot because Knives thinks the same way. He doesn't like humans. He wants to take the plants because that's what they are. Like this world belongs to us or whatever. This asteroid.
He only wants Knives only wants Vash and him there.
Yeah.
But like Vash is just like no, he's completely opposite of that. So and Knives is just throwing all his knives at Vash, all his minions and henchmen. But Livio and Vash are fighting and like with Wolfwood is like intervening, and then you see Meryl coming. Roberto, and they're coming. Wait, what did they say exactly was like why the reason why she allowed it or he allowed it?
I can't remember
but
the
like
reason.
she's going back.
She's going back,
and he's going with her.
And then they're being tailed by the bad lad gangs.
Yes, and then this is what happened in the original one where they fought on the sand steamer. Hopefully, their leader comes back. He was a cool bad guy.
Yeah. Now, what's cool about that one is too is like they didn't go after Meryl and Roberto. They went past them and they're heading straight for the sand steamer. Here is like why I figured that this is pretty much a setup by the Worm kid and
Legato,
yeah. Is and you know you see that when she makes the like spider web because she's like I got you. In a sense, it's like
controlling everybody.
Yeah, this is exactly what they wanted, right?
Yeah.
You have the military unit that's on the sand steamer. You're causing an issue with Livio and Wolfwood. Vash is caught in the middle of it. Then now the bad lad gang showed up, and then not only that, Legato broke some of the what seems to be the turbines or the guide system
to break it down,
and now it's heading straight into the orphanage that Wolfwood came from. That is, there's so much is on a line.
You can't. So Legato, he's an evil genius because something has to give. Either your brother, Vash, or
the orphanage,
or in like all the soldiers.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't like Wolfwood. I think he would sacrifice the soldiers.
He doesn't care. But the thing is like not only people, that, there's all the passengers.
Oh yeah, that too.
The two factions, which being the military unit that's on there, or officers. And then you have the bad lad gangs, Livio, Woodfoot, Vash, and then just that's pretty much just like everyone who could get caught in the explosion that will happen. Oh, and then the orphanage.
Yeah. So
that's a lot. And like this show has
the ending, man, is like it gets you so excited for it.
Yeah, because when they showed it, they're like, yeah, this is heading straight into the orphanage, like, and like they knew it was because like when it happened, he's like, Wolf was like, it just went off course, right? And you see it going into the mountains. Now, mind you, in the original, the sand steamer does go through mountains.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
Yeah.
But this time, instead of going through the mountain, is going right into the orphanage where all the kids are at and where Wolf will come from. That's crazy.
So
it's so sabotage.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen, man? Somebody's gonna have to die.
You called it too. You're like, this is gonna be like a 2-part episode.
It has to be because
there's
like
a lot
so much is going on.
Yeah.
Because you can't just introduce Legato and not like utilize him in that episode.
He's gonna get away. I feel like the worm kid's gonna die.
He probably will. Yeah.
Because he
had his time.
Yeah, and he's pretty fucking annoying. And, I can tell. I
hope he dies.
Yeah, you can tell Elgato don't even want to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he probably because he only cares about what Ives wants.
Yeah, so. And not only that, he kind of just like he lost his main thing, which is a giant worm, so he doesn't even have that anymore.
Yeah,
so all he has is just a bunch of little worms. They don't really do shit.
Huh?
The little worms don't even do shit.
Yeah, they're just watching. It's like surveillance, I guess.
Yeah, that's all he is surveillance. Like you're kind of useless. You don't even need it.
Spy little bitch.
Yeah, I mean, like he killed those the couple. But like, you didn't see how he did that.
No,
he doesn't use a gun. He just kind of just does his own thing.
Yeah. So I thought this was a great episode, and I look forward to the next one so much. I want to see because Vash doesn't like to see anybody die. It could be his worst enemy. It could be Knives himself. He still doesn't want.
He could have. He had the opportunity to kill Livio, but like he went on the offensive.
And man,
at the end of the fight, but. He stayed defensive, and then
like he uses like the gun as
like
weapon.
A tonfa. Yeah, he was like using it to block, and he kind of did like a soul strike, like where he's just like send him flying. Like you go to see like how actually physically strong Vash is too.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty cool
because he sent him he could wreck like he could probably defeat anybody except for probably Knives if he really wanted to.
Not only that, he also utilized his like prosthetic arm, which I hope you get a flashback on that because like normally in the other one it looked like a normal arm and then like the skin
opens up.
Yeah, and the skin like start like
sweet. Yeah.
But this one it's just prosthetic metal arm.
Yeah.
But like he used it to block the bullets. I don't know if you remember when he was like running towards
I seen
Livio. He was like blocking the bullets as he was running. But we still have yet to see it uses the plant energy to make that huge explosion. But we have heard that he had done something similar to that.
Yes.
In this one. It wasn't as like a flashback in the original series, but it was said that Vash had destroyed a city once. and we have yet to see that. I hope we get that flashback soon too.
I think it's coming. Like the flashback for Vash, I think, because we got this great flashback in this episode, and like Wolfwood, I loved how they treated him in this episode. They gave him so much more depth early on, and I appreciate it. I really like this episode. I'll give it a 9.
I was gonna say a 9 too.
9. It's not as good as that one episode.
Episode 3.
I think it is close to it, but it's still like it's not complete yet.
Yeah.
So like maybe like the next episode could be like another 10.
If we give it, so if the next episode is like another 9, I'm just gonna give it an overall 10.
Overall, yeah, because it's a 2-parter.
It's a 2-parter. Yeah. It doesn't say part 1 on there, but
it's a 2-parter.
It's a 2-parter.
Yeah, that's a cliffhanger if I've ever seen one. So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It's so this season is 12 episodes. I think it might be. You think it's gonna be done? I think it will.
I don't think so. I think we might get a season 2.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is moving fast. I think. You think like he faces knives at the end and then he loses?
No.
This is going fast.
Okay, so they haven't even got to July yet.
Because I think of Chainsaw Man. That was moving slow. And we just got to the first bad guy.
Yeah, but see, Chainsaw Man, we only got like the first quarter.
That's what I'm saying. Right? That's why I'm thinking maybe one other season for.
But see, the thing is like we have yet to see some of the other characters.
9 out of 10. I like this episode.
9 out of 10 for sure. Yeah.
The focus on Wolfwood character development. It
was really good.
Animation.
It was really good.
That was experimental. What they did,
and it worked out perfectly.
The fights, the action,
man.
The introduction to Legato. Such a great introduction.
Mind you, his design, he's very skinny. He doesn't have that like broad shoulder look.
I love the look. See, that's another reason I like in the original ones. They're like super tall, like fucking
they're just
big
like,
as hell. Like everybody looks like they're at least 7 feet tall.
Yeah,
and this like they're like little skinny boys. But I guess I like the more.
They're skinny
like
e-boys now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But I haven't seen his full look yet. But he does look really skinny.
Let's get really skinny and become e-boys like Sand Boys.
No, I won't.
We'll be Sand Boys.
7 foot tall. What are you talking about?
Good luck with that.
No, I wouldn't. That's 7 foot tall. That'd be terrible.
That'd be scary.
Yeah, you hit your head on the ceiling 24 hours a day. You about to fart?
No, like I had an aneurysm thinking about that. Like, damn, I don't want to be that tall. That actually kind of sucks.
Yeah, being really tall.
Can you imagine? Like, I gotta walk out the house.
Yeah, you gotta be like that.
Every time.
You're like hunched. Sorry, you like hunched over like.
Yeah,
this?
how would you drive your car?
You won't. You're walking. You are the car.
Every step is a long stride.
Yeah, you don't need a car anymore.
Yeah, bro. Like every step is a mile.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
Yeah, so sorry if you're 7 foot tall.
Yeah, sorry.
If you're not in the NBA, there's no point.
No point.
What? Why are you 7 foot tall? There's no point.
What happened? The world's craziest girl spin.
Sit your ass down.
He's still standing up. What are you talking about?
All right, we gotta end this. This is a podcast now.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know what you think of episode 6 of Trigun Stampede. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, please, and we'll see you in the next dimension.